Show me. Yeah,
do you want to read the card?
Yeah, we can read it in a second.
It said, hey, how'd you like to spend your birthday on a big boat with a bunch of party animals? I know a guy. Bet you didn't see that one coming.
I know a guy.
Yeah,
it's ripping. It's gonna be a cluster right here because all these folks is like trying to get out. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Chris, and I've got another great episode of Tech Ride Home. We're now on episode 3, and I guess I can stop counting episodes now because you guys are liking what I'm doing, and I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. So hey, it's all good. Thank you for the support. Today we're gonna be talking about more technology, more trends, more news, and the topics for today are: how important is the internet? Very important question. Am I disappointed in next-gen consoles? And wearable technology. And we can talk about these in no specific order, but I definitely do want to jump into talking about how important the internet is, because that's something that me and my wife talk about all the time. If there's one utility, well, it's technically 3 I think you have to have. You have to have electricity, you have to have water, and you definitely need to have the internet. Cable's not necessarily a necessity, and having a house phone is not a necessity anymore. Those are just my opinions. I think you can do so much with the internet at this point, and that's only going to continue to grow. Or the amount of things you can do is going to continue to grow, continue to increase. I think that, I don't know, I think you got to have the internet. What do you think? You ready to cancel DirecTV?
No.
Why not? We can get rid of
my cable.
But like, you can watch all them shows on. You can watch everything that you watch on DirecTV.
Yeah, the next day.
Who cares if it's the next day or not? It's still.
Like,
would you rather save the money? All right, let me
air.
just question. Would you rather take that money and spend it on like some shoes or something else, and not worry about paying the cable bill and watch it the next day? I would, if I could like get a game or get a piece of electronics.
But why can't we do both?
Cause that's the point. Do you need both?
Yes, I do.
Honestly, do you need cable?
Yeah,
Why?
I do. Cause I just do. I can't be without cable.
But that ain't no. But see, that's a want. That's not a need.
No, I need it. I'm sorry.
What do you guys think? I don't think you need cable personally. Especially with what she watches most of the time. Go ahead, ask her. What's your favorite show? What do you watch most of the time?
I watch a lot
of.
No,
what do you watch? No, what do you watch most of the time?
Netflix.
Boom. There you go. And what do you need to watch Netflix? I hadn't seen a Netflix cable channel yet. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So I think the internet's very important. The interesting thing, and I made a video a while back talking about internet, is talking about internet and gaming. I think we are at the point where you do need internet to really enjoy games the way they are meant to be enjoyed these days. However, I do think it's wrong for game developers and console makers to force the internet on you in games, because some people, while they're playing, want to be disconnected. They want to go back to just being them and roaming around their house, or even if they have multiple people in their house, they want to be able to just do some offline gaming. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that either, because you don't necessarily need the internet to do that. Where internet and gaming and in phones and technology in general comes in really handy is they can push updates to you and make the stuff that you're using better, more bug free, and just make it an overall more enjoyable experience for you. I think back to like the Nintendo and the Sega days, when Nintendo and Sega were out and you got the little cartridge, you were screwed, because basically whatever was in the cartridge, that was it. And so there was all kind of exploits and things. I still remember, guess was on Mortal Kombat, one of those codes, but it was ABACABB, and it was like the blood code. But there was all these exploits that everybody knew when you could buy the Game Genie and stuff, because they couldn't correct the game. Once it was out, and if there was mistakes, oh well. Now that's not the case. They can go in and they can tweak. It pisses me off in like some of the shooting games, because they'll go in and lessen the damage that certain guns and things can do, or lessen or heighten the amount of damage. But it's cool. It pisses me off, but it's cool that they can go in and do it. So if there's a major problem, you at least have the opportunity to fix it. The other part of that is you pay a lot more. I mean, when you talk about like a Call of Duty or any other game that has add-ons that come along with it, you're investing a lot of money in that game. when you buy the game itself, you're talking $59.99. Then you're talking about another $40+ if you buy the map packs. Not to mention if you buy the voice packs or if you buy other add-on additional content, skins, you name it. You could be $150 into a game. So you invest a lot more into the life of a game. So it's good that the internet provides a level of support from the developers, from the console manufacturers to fix issues that you might or might not have. Just my opinion. And I also like being able to watch TV on demand, and I can do that on the internet. Now I've got Amazon Prime and we've got Netflix. Don't have Hulu right now, but I'm looking to invest in it. But I like being able to watch things when I want to watch them because I hate being tied to a schedule. That's why Sunday night is cool because I'm really not doing nothing. But I don't like having to make appointment TV where I'm sitting down waiting on the show. I like to watch it when I want to watch it, and if I want to stop it and do something else for a while, I like being able to do that too. And that's something that the internet provides. And I think that's why you like Netflix so much, because you watch it in the living room, you watch it in the room. Yes, it's a bandwidth whore. It takes up so much bandwidth at our house, but because she streams in HD. But you know, I like having it, and it's reasonably cost effective for us, so we keep it. So here's what do you think is going to happen with cable in the future? Do you think it's going to stay the way it is, or you think it's going to change?
It might change.
Changing, like, in what way?
Like what you were saying about the internet. Instead of watching it on TV, you can watch it on the computer, I'm guessing. I don't know.
I kind of agree with that. My gut feeling is that I hope it will change to a system where you can pick certain channels that you want. Because how many channels would you say you watch realistically? Maybe 10, maybe?
I would say probably a good 6.
You know what I'm saying? And I watch maybe about 3 to 5 real channels that I watch all the time. Well, I think the cable model and satellite model needs to change so we can pay for just those channels. And I'd be cool with that. I would also not be opposed to like buying HBO Go or something like that on its own as a standalone product and pay $100 a year for it, and I can watch it whenever I want. I would do that. You know, that's just me personally, but I think that would be a good trade-off. What you think?
With HBO or all movies?
Like HBO Go, maybe if I wanted to buy Skinamax too or something like that. If I wanted to buy them separately and just have them for the year, I wouldn't be opposed to doing that versus having to bundle all this other crap that I don't watch. I don't believe in it, and I think that's an antiquated old system that needs to go.
I guess.
Let me know in the comments, guys. Let me know what you think, because that's one thing me and my wife absolutely do not agree with, because I could care less about cable. She feels like she has to have it.
I do.
And, you know, I respect that, because differences of opinion are what make the world go around. The next thing we're going to talk about today is, am I disappointed in next generation consoles? This is a tough question for me, because on the one hand, I'm very disappointed with PlayStation, because I just think that the rollout lineup was lackluster. I think so far there's just not been any great games that have come out outside of Infamous and I forget what the other one's called, but I didn't play it because I don't play those kinds of games. But Infamous and the one with the guy that's being the hacker and walking around under surveillance and all that stuff. I can't remember what it is, but I'm not I play primarily shooters, racing games, and fighting games. And for the most part, there's absolutely nothing out on next gen that I couldn't have got the same experience on previous gen. And I'm disappointed, because look at how far we are into the life cycle already. You know, we're at least 6 months in, and I'm just very disappointed with the rollout. And I'm like, there's nothing out for me to play. And I know my wife's happy because that's more money for her to spend on other stuff. I'm not buying games and accessories, but I'm just kind of disappointed. I'm also disappointed with the level of the graphics. I mean, when you look at The Last of Us, something like The Last of Us, and you look at the stuff that's on the PS4 now and that's on the Xbox One, it looks about the same. There's not a huge difference in graphical performance. Now, I know as this life cycle goes on, that will get better, but right now, I'm a little bummed out, frankly. And the launch lineup doesn't look all that appealing the rest of the year either. I mean, I know that Destiny's coming out. That's a good title that I'm definitely looking to play, and I'm going to spend a lot of time with. Then you've got the new Call of Duty game, which I'll pick up. Probably not going to pick up Battlefield, because for whatever reason they won't make a Bad Company 3, which I don't know. I'm dumbfounded. EA's completely stupid or retarded, because if it was not for Battlefield Bad Company 2, nobody would be playing Battlefield right now. Bad Company 2 was such a great game that it brought Battlefield back into being relevant and gave Call of Duty a decent competitor. And they went away from what made them good when they went with Battlefield 3 and 4. And 4 is so buggy you can't even play it. And now they got this one with cops and stuff, which is a great idea. Basically, you play like cops and bank robbers. Great idea, but it's just, I don't know. Whatever they had, magic with Battlefield. They had magic. You know yourself. I used to play the hell out of Bad Company 2. I loved it. I loved everything about it. It was a fun game. It's the game that got me into FPS games. Now, and they won't make a third one. It's just, I don't know. I have no freaking idea why they won't. I'm frustrated. I won't talk about it anymore. Move on. But no, I like racing games. I like MotorStorm. I'm interested in Drive Club when it comes out. Want to play that. I'm all about a good racing game. Damn, that hurt. And like my Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat's coming out, but probably not till next year, I think. But I'm very interested. Hopefully it'll come out at the end of this year. But maybe there's going to be some decent titles. But again, those are both cross-platform. All of the games that Drive Club isn't. It's a PS4 exclusive. But most of the games that I'm looking to play are cross-platform games. And that's excluding like Drake's Fortune and stuff like that. I'm a little disappointed because Sony, came out and they were all about the gamers, and I'm a PlayStation guy, but I'm like, Microsoft has been whooping that butt with the exclusives, Titanfall and some of the other stuff, and they had a better launch lineup, and anybody who thinks they didn't is lying to themselves. They had a better launch lineup, but it wasn't great. But I don't know. I'm disappointed at this point, and I hope that they rectify it and go back to games that I'm like looking at the calendar waiting for them to come out, because that's what it's all about. And at the end of the day, it's ultimately about being able to get on with your friends and play something and be able to talk a little crap and hang out and have a good time, have some fun. That's what I'm hoping. It was so bad with the next gen. We picked up a Wii U. You guys saw my video on that. Some of you did. And I've been kind of playing that and migrating to that with my wife. She's been on the Mario Kart 8, and my kids been. What y'all been playing? Super Mario Brothers. So it's like, and I still spend some time with Call of Duty every now and then. I ain't gonna lie, almost every night. But it's kind of touch and go. I play a few games and move on, but there's just not a lot out there. So yeah, help, if you're listening to Sony, Microsoft, make some damn and studios, make some games and fast. Destiny can't come fast enough for me. The last thing I want to talk about today is wearable technology. Wearable technology. I'm wearing some right now. I've got on my Pebble watch, and what I think about it. Would you wear a smartwatch?
Yeah.
What features would you like in a smartwatch? Is there anything you would like specifically from Apple or somebody? No comment?
No. As long as it's cute and girly.
Cute and girly. Well, I guess, but I mean, like, I'm just trying to figure out if there's anything that you would like that makes sense. Like, I know you maybe want a music player, right?
Yeah.
That control your Bluetooth and stuff, and being able to use Siri integration. That'll probably be good, right?
Yeah.
Those are the kind of things that I like too, frankly, and I don't want cute and girly, but I do want a cool smartwatch that is stylish. And that's one thing. Pebble came out with a steel. They got a newer version of this that's got a steel band. As you know, I hate steel bands, but they did come out with it, and that's available now if you're interested in that. I like the watch. I don't like the look, and that's one of the things that I think is lacking in the smartwatch arena right now. The watches look almost too techy. I want something that looks watch-like, meets my needs with the right customizable options, and also does all the cool smartwatch stuff. And Android has a great lead right now. They've got a lot of stuff out. I still like the Pebble functionality the best of everything that's out there, and I'm looking to see what Apple brings to the table. I want to try out LG smartwatch. I know Motorola, I think, is coming out with one. Android, Google has a watch coming out, And of course, Samsung has that Galaxy Gear, which I'll pass on. I've seen it in practice. But you know, I don't know. I'm really excited for smartwatches, especially for the future of smartwatches and wearable tech. You know, these watches are the beginning, but why has it got to, you know, there's, I'm trying to think of what they call that thing. There's this credit card that's coming out now, and there's other kinds of cards where you basically can scan all your information into one card, and then when you go to pay, you select which card. They're all in this one card. You swipe them, and boom. That's a little scary because, you know, again, you don't know what's gonna happen if somebody hacks that, or if it breaks on you in the restaurant and you just ate. So there are going to be some safety concerns, but it's called coin. No, it's not called coin. I forget what the damn thing's called. But the card is out there, and there'll be other tech, and I don't necessarily consider that wearable tech, but it is wearable. I mean, it's in your pocket, on your person. That is technology, and I think that kind of stuff is really going to be cool. I'd like a pair of Ray-Bans with integrated messages too. Like, wouldn't it be cool if, like, you wear your sunglasses and across the inside, only way you can see it, a text message, you can scroll by and see what somebody said? That would be like hot. That's some Star Trek stuff, you know. That's the kind of stuff that I think is really cool and cutting edge. And the point I'm trying to make, as I almost went off the rails here, is that stuff is only going to come about as smartwatches become more accepted, and Google Glass, which are the Google glasses that look like Dragon Ball Z kind of stuff, as that stuff gets more prevalent and more commonplace, I think that opens the floodgates for other wearable tech possibilities. And I think it's really cool because, you know, you'll have your early adopters, you'll have your other folks, like you still have people that write checks in line, that hold the line up, unlike you. But you know, those are, it's really interesting. And I'm on the wearable tech bandwagon. I really like my Pebble because it's light, it doesn't take up a lot of energy, and it does all the things I need it to do. Especially helpful is something I didn't even think of, but it shows me who's calling. And that's one of the things that's really nice. You know, I leave my phone at my desk a lot, and I'm running around, and I'm able to look and say, oh, it's my wife, that's my mom. I can run up there and grab it. Very nice feature. And to be able to read texts and stuff is nice also. What do you guys think? Do you think wearable tech is where it's at? Would you guys be buying any wearable watches or anything? Do you own any? And what do you think the next wearable tech fad is? Like a wearable gold chain or something? No, probably not for me. I would buy some tech Ray-Bans though. I honestly, that'd probably be pretty cool. Anyway, guys, that's all I've got. Thank you so much for watching episode 3. Leave me a comment. I'm just looking to see if I glossed over anything. Leave me a comment. Let me know if there's anything you want to hear or want me to talk about. I'm hoping to add some new elements to this show very soon that I think you guys will really dig. And that's all I got. See you guys in episode 4. I'm out.